comp pistols, all the rage. Comping big guns, little guns, micro guns. If you can drill a hole in it, someone's probably doing it. And today we have the Springfield Armory Hellcat Pro Comp. Let's arrange and shoot it. All right, guys, so the Springfield Hellcat Pro Comp is the newest of the Hellcat series. Springfield did send this pistol to us for review. They sent many pistols out to different content creators. And so thank you to Springfield for supporting the channel as always. A couple things that are cool with this gun. 2 magazines, one of the new 17-round high-capacity magazines and one 15-round magazine. But before I get too far into all those goodies and what I think and what I like and what I don't like, let me tell you a little bit about what I do here. We're a soft goods manufacturer. We specialize in plate carriers, placards, chest rigs, a full line of professional-grade canine gear, and of course, all of our Safari line holster mods, holster wraps, and accessories, all of which you can find on our website at rdrgear.com. So, Springfield Hellcat Pro Comp. If you're looking at this pistol, you're not seeing much difference from the original Hellcat. Other than the new, as I mentioned, that 17-round magazine. These are all shipping now with the pistols. So one 17 with the extended base plate and one standard 15-round magazine. The 17 is nice because it gives you a really full grip in the hand if you have a larger hand. Other than that, it's you know, definitely one for EDC and one for maybe a spare or whatnot. If you had 2 or 3 magazines in this pistol, this would be not a bad issue at all. You could run this gun at any handgun class around and you'd be just fine in regards to keeping up with the other guys in the class, even though it is a kind of skirting the line of subcompact, mid-size. I don't consider it a micro gun, but it is definitely on that mid to mid-size subcompact space. Oh, so let's start with the slide. Slide is definitely different because you guys can see, as I mentioned, this is the Pro Comp. This gun has a porting or compensation into the slide and into the barrel. Something different here. When I did the 365 AXG Legion video, a lot of guys were, oh, well, the barrel is short. You know, I don't know how much actually or how much velocity it's going to have. Well, newsflash, this barrel, the lands and grooves in the barrel stop right here at the front of the porting. This portion here going forward is smooth. There's no, you can look inside there when you get one of your local gun shop. It is smooth. There is nothing there. So if they had simply just put some kind of holes and whatnot in the slide, that would have been sufficient as well. But to make it a chunk port style look, the actual standard length Hellcat barrel is cut. However, this porting does not go through the lands and grooves in the barrel do not go all the way to the front end of the pistol. They do stop at the basically the edge of the front sight here. Cock installations are super not aggressive as the other models have been in the past. We've had a few Hellcat models on the channel before. Not a big deal, but it would be nice to see these slightly deeper. Again, that's just a preference there. RMSC, I'm not a fan of these. I think they suck, personally. I get that they co-witness and all that, but the way they adjust with the Allen key, I just not a fan. I would have liked to see this, you know, I know they already make one optics ready, and I know that adding this to the price of the pistol is a big advantage. I'm just not a fan. When we were shooting it today, it came loose once. We had to retighten it again. But I just don't like the footprint. I don't like the plastic. I just don't like any of the sight itself. And then once you're not using this, if you want to go something else, unfortunately, this is a 4-lug profile pattern. So there's 2 lugs up front, 2 lugs in the back, then the mounting screws. You'll need a plate of some sort to convert to a different dot. One thing I will admit though, as I review more and more Springfield products, the U-notch sight, you go back to, I can't remember which gun it was, maybe was it the Echelon? Maybe I can't remember which gun it was, or maybe one of the earlier 1911s. I was not a fan of the U-notch sight. And maybe that's because I'm kind of an older person as well, because I came up on 3-dot night sights, or 3-dot tritium sights, or 3-dot white sights. We never really had this U-notch thing, but the more I play with it, the more it's very intuitive and it's very easy to line up, especially with a red dot combination. So when you look at these sights on the pistol, they're very low profile, so they will co-witness. Now, that is something to be said as well, but if you did change out the RMSC and went to a taller footprint red dot, that co-witness might kind of go out the window. So again, play as you wish, but that's something to consider there. Frame, as always, Hellcats have done or Springfield, I should say, have done a really good job with the texture on the Hellcats. This is just good enough outside the box to be very user-friendly, not too aggressive, not too snaggy on close. And if you're a DIYer at home, you wanted to follow the pattern to enhance it, it's kind of already laid out for you there. And it has the touch points on the side of the frame here for index placement and or left hand support for that kind of a gas pedal, so to speak. So well done on that aspect there. The extended base plate for the magazine, the 17 rounder, is also textured, so it matches the rest of the grip, which is a nice touch there as well. The flush fit, of course, does not. Trigger, nothing to write home about. Trigger is trigger. It's a Hellcat trigger. It's not super light. It's not super single actiony. Is that even a word, single actiony? I don't think so. It's not very, you're not gonna, oh my God, that's an amazing 3-pound trigger. It's not that. What it is, it's a good EDC carry gun trigger. When you get on that, you're at that wall right now, right? You gotta get through the rest of it to make that gun go off. You have to be deliberate in discharging this pistol. So reset is not all that horrible, but you're right back to that same kind of resistance of, hey, do you really want to pull this trigger? I do, right? So again, that's something there. But I do like the contour shape of the trigger. And once you get to that wall, you know you're there and you're gonna work to the rest of it. So well done on the trigger as well. Yes, this is a good option carry gun. Do I love it? No, I'll be honest. If I had to pick this over a 365 macro, all day macro. Same capacity magazine, same optics ready, same kind of a porting comp system, same length of grip. Trigger on here, as rough as this one might be to some, it's better than a Sig, but a Sig trigger takes time. I have been on a Sig product for many, many, many years. I know that trigger very well. I can shoot it very well regardless of size of gun. Ergonomics, for me, the 365X Macro and the Legion, XG Legion, both fit comfort-wise for me much better than the Hellcat Pro. Now, I will say this, if you're on a budget, this is going to entice a lot of people because you're going to get this gun, I believe it's $699 MSRP. So street price, it's going to say you're probably going to be $550, maybe even $525 from a big box stores or direct dealers with Springfield or corporate direct. So you might even get as low as $525, $530, right? Father's Day special out there, you never know. But if I had to go back and buy one of these two, I'm buying the macro for myself personally. Even though that gun's gonna cost me probably about $100 more for the pistol, and of course now I have to get a red dot. So I'm probably gonna be much closer to $1,000 into that gun when I'm probably gonna be sub 6 for this one. So that's something to consider. I would say this, if you're looking for a mid-size, I don't wanna say mid-size, compact pistol like the Hellcat regarding, a 3.5 inch to 4 inch slide, one high capacity magazine, 15 rounders, 17 rounds, etc. I definitely would say get to your local gun shop, find a shop that rents guns, has them on the rental counter. You may got to drive a little bit to find one. Go there, find a rental counter, spend the money on the ammo, and really put 100+ rounds through each gun. Shoot some deliberate drills, some deliberate group size targets, and really find out which one works for you. Because at the end of the day, these are going to be two different pistols. the recoil reduction factor of these two guns, I tip my hat to the Sig. I feel the expansion chamber works better, and I don't know if that's simply just the way it's designed or overall trigger, recoil springs, all that kind of stuff, etc. I do feel I shoot the Sig much better as well. Even though I don't shoot the Hellcats all the time, I've had enough time on a Hellcat trigger or a Springfield trigger as a whole and Palmer trigger guns in general over my time that I know which gun I'm going to shoot better simply from what the target's telling me. And for me, that's the Sig. But again, for you guys out there, for this gun coming with 2 high-capacity magazines, the RMSC Shield optic, the Hellcat history, which have very, very good standing in regards to performance, reliability, concealability, holster accessories, etc. For the price point you're going to come in at for what you're getting out of the box, it's going to be tough to beat, especially in the budget-driven consumer. So you guys, that's all I got for you today on the Hellcat Pro. This is a brand new gun release. Springfield did send us this pistol to us for review. Guys at Springfield, Stephanie, thank you very much as always for supporting the channel. You guys, if you like the content here, you like what we talk about on this channel and as far as the guns and gear the review, like, share, subscribe, hit the notification button. It'll tell you next time we upload a video. Until next time, be well. Take care.